Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Volunteers taking on the Tigers. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound now, Zach Penrod.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Honeycutt makes the catch, and there's one gone. Take a look at the lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now it's the power speed combo. Mark Ruiz. And the next pitch is way outside. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a miss. Counts full, 3-2.
Benny really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the first baseman. Ruiz off of first with 2 away. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he deals. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Step off, throw to first. Ruiz back on a dive. Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill in this one, number 50. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on, but he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Now the number 2 hitter. Line drive, caught. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Edwin Arroyo. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's the catcher.
Yeah! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Leonardo Balcazar, the next to hit. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back, bottom of the second. Now, Austin Callahan. And a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So here's Brown at the plate. Ripped on the ground to second. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Honeycutt.
Now here is Vance Honeycutt. The 1-1. Now one missed.
That's inside.
2 out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
Ooh, Baya.
2 balls,
You got to
2
remember to
strikes.
take the donut off the bat, partner.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 3.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Next pitch is outside. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2 the count.
This to 3rd. Gets it to 1st. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting up, the center fielder, number 2,
Quincy McAfee will hit next. Top of the third, no score. And that skips into dirt. There's the strike at the knees. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Burns makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So the lineup flips over, and stepping in is the speedy Noelvi Marte. 2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a ball popped up. Basallo in position and makes the grab. And that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, number 24. Next offering down in the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting it, the third baseman, Emmanuel Rivera.
Here's the third baseman, Emmanuel Rivera. Fly ball down the line. And in one hops the wall. The throw into second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Burns getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. Now 1-2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So 2 down now, and here is Enrique Bradfield Jr. Right down the chute, and that is strike 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. And now, Austin Hendrick. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So up next, Mark Ruiz. Fourth inning underway, no score. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And here's the first baseman.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That one outside. 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
This one in the air, center field. Honeycutt moving in on this one. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. On to the bottom of the fourth now. Still with no score. And we're back. Bottom of the inning at the plate. Number 11.
Number 11.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Gets under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the catcher,
Samuel Basallo digs in now. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And that's in the dirt.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
And now it's even up.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
On its way to the corner. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Austin.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Austin Callahan. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Check swing called strike. 1-2. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That's down and in. Activity in the bullpen. Number 29 up and loosening in the pen. Fought off foul. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Honeycutt under it. Drops into the glove. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 16.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Missed with a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command in both locations.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next to hit, Leonardo Balcazar. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's the left fielder. That one inside. 3 balls and a strike. Two outs. On the ground to third. They get the force, and that is the inning. Halfway through this one, still no score. Seth Brown, the next to hit.
The left fielder, Seth Brown.
High fly ball, right field. Hendrick makes the grab, one away.
The center fielder, number 1.
So digging in, Vance Honeycutt. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Just
Ball
missed.
2.
That's a good pitch there.
2-1.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Ground ball, left side. Fair ball.
Now batting.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And now the right fielder. Just missed. And that's outside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
To third might be 2. On to second, they get 1, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 29.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And now it's going to be Quincy McAfee. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Johnny Rodriguez, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Bird, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ball.
And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Handles. Throws to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Noel V. Marte.
Next is the designated hitter, Noel V. Marte. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Goes down looking. Now the number 2 hitter, Austin Hendrick.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and he's on at first.
Now back, the second baseman, Clark.
Go ahead run on base. Ruiz now at the plate. Rip to third. They take the force out, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. And we still have no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the third baseman, Emmanuel Rivera. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's the second baseman. And that's outside.
Off the plate. Ball 2.
With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Line, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And now Enrique Bradfield Jr. in the dirt, blocked. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, it was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
And here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. Rivera over at second. Burns on at first with 2 down. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jake Bird. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now the first baseman.
For the Volunteers, the first baseman, Romeo Sanabria.
Hard hit left side. Over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Edwin Arroyo.
So up next, Edwin Arroyo. High fly ball down the left field line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
All over that one right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Here's the catcher. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Balcazar will hit next.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Got him looking. And we stay tied as the inning ends. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brian Hoeing.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman, Austin Callahan.
And a foul ball. On the ground to first. He steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, left fielder, Seth Brown.
Now the left fielder, Seth Brown. Up the middle, Arroyo. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 1, Honeycutt.
And now the center fielder, Vance Honeycutt. And now 2 balls and a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Carson Spires appears to be getting loose. Swanson also throwing. That one fouled off. 2 and 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Johnny Rodriguez.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's the left fielder.
For Knoxville, the left fielder, Ethan O'Donnell.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
High in the air, out to right. Puts it away for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Quincy McAfee getting ready to hit. Misses off the plate, and it's 2-1.
That's a ball.
Noelvi Marte in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4, pitches down.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Go ahead run on base. And now Noelvi Marte. Next one misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swung on, belted. Honeycutt giving chase. That's down. One hops off the wall. In to score from first. Not in time. He's safe.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
One down, runner at third. Stepping in, Austin Hendrick. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swung on, popped up left side. That's a base hit, run scores.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Johnny Rodriguez will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Number 63 comes on now. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Now it's the second baseman, Mark Ruiz. Move to first. Hendrick dives back in safely. Hendrick, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Makes the grab for the second out. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Volunteers on top here, 2-0. Bottom of the 8th. Now here is number 24.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Just missed. Action in the pen down there. James MacArthur getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's the third baseman, Emmanuel Rivera. Tying run at the plate. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Brian Hoeing out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
Eric Swanson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. And a strike in there. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering upstairs. That one is upstairs.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Enrique Bradfield Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Substitution now at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Kyron Paris. First and second, 1 out. Enrique Bradfield Jr. the next to hit. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that's outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 11.
Now it's the shortstop. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. Here's the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here's the catcher to hit, Samuel Basallo.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Next pitch is downstairs. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. And that will end the inning. Now into the game, Kyren Paris. He'll play second. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Tom Katimer. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. And here's the first baseman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
One ball,
Katimer,
2 strikes.
He's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout. Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Up and in, 2 balls and a strike.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Got to be clever too when you don't have that lights out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is. Stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
2 down, nobody on. Well struck, right field. That's back. It has the distance, gone. And they add on. It's 3-1.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Leonardo Balcazar digs in now. Just missed. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the ninth. And that one clips the corner. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now the left fielder. The 1-1. Fastball for a strike. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Rivera snags it, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, James MacArthur. This is his 5th appearance of the year. So here's the cleanup hitter, Austin Callahan.
The first baseman,
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Hot shot to third. Zips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So digging in, Seth Brown. To the right side. A flip to the pitcher covering. And a couple of quick outs.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the center fielder, Vance Honeycutt. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And that's ball 4.
That's outside.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
The tying run at the plate. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Headed towards the corner. Hendricks sprinting for this one. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.